Hello, good morning, Rajveer. This is your game played on 27, that is yesterday. So you are white. You played d4, d5, bishop f4, knight a6. Okay, so you are playing the standard London system, but this knight a6 is little bad. So you played your normal move, e3, knight f6, knight f3, very good. So it looks like this is very interesting, but no, don't capture. This knight is not having any good squares, and it can't come out so easily. So I prefer don't capture this knight on a6 at any point. Okay, so here I just want you to make sure that when you are playing London system, don't deviate to something else. So now here the standard moves like c3, knight f3, bd3 is much better compared to what you played knight c3. So usually don't try to mix up these openings, because now if you see knight c3, you're just planning for only one threat, knight b5 and c7, where he is already defending the c7 with his knight. So there is no point of playing knight c7 when there is no break with e4. So this is completely bad. The other reason why you knight c3 is not so good is, if you play bishop d3, you are not going to fix this bishop on d3 for a long time. You still have something like knight b4 to drive the bishop. So you're going to wait one more move to stop this knight b4 threat. So knight c3 is not so good. When you are not trying to break the center, this knight c3 doesn't work here. Okay, the standard knight post will be knight d2, knight f3, e5, and the bring of the knight to the f3 square is a logical way to play this opening. So bishop f5, knight f3, knight b4. So here he is threatening the c2 with both the bishop and knight. So here definitely the move rook c1 is the first best move to defend this. He is definitely not going to take the knight c2 and give away two pieces for rook and pawn in the middle game. That will be a big mistake. And what you have played is, I don't really like this move, bishop d3, because first thing is you are giving this bishop for the knight, which is doing nothing on b4. This knight don't have any target except to capture the bishop on d3, where he'll be left with two bishops advantage. And I think the position the position will be equal after knight into d3. There is no real advantage for you. And the second thing is, don't give this bishop without exchanging at least for this bishop on f5. So rook c1 is one way to defend this c2, or even some variations like bishop b5 check also sometimes work, forcing him to play c6, then bishop a4 defends the c2. So this is the next way to defend the c2 pawn. So bishop d3 is very bad. He didn't capture with knight into d3, with bishop into d3. Now it's okay, because still this knight on b4 doesn't have any good square. Even if he plays knight c6 also, the same problem what you are facing, he will also face the same thing. So e6, knight b5. This is one more move. I didn't really like it. Don't try to keep one more threats. That doesn't work at any level of chess. Okay, one more threats will not work. Is it clear? So knight b5 is completely useless. Instead of that, you just drive this knight, make the rook c1. You can have a better plan, castling, or at least play h3 to hide this bishop. Okay, something like that will be helpful. I would prefer just to kick this knight, because other moves can be played, but if you play a3 and just let that knight go to the c6, then maybe you have plans like b4, or you can just remove your back weakness by playing e4. There are many active plans for white after a3 and e4 maybe. So simply knight b5 is another move. At least when you don't find anything, keep developing the pieces, improve the position. So knight b5, knight a6, and rook c1. So bishop b4 check. Okay, so here at least you should have come back knight c3 instead of giving him a chance to attack your knight on c7. Definitely don't wait for your opponent that he will not play the moves like c6. So knight c3 is my best option. So knight d2, c6, the logical way, knight c3, castle. So castling. So both players have mishandled this London system. Rook e8, a3, bishop a5, b4. So bishop c7, bishop into c7, queen into c7. So this is actually a mistake to keep the queen in open file. So maybe some threats like maybe you have to consider b5 or e4, something like that. Okay, so e4, good. D into e4, d into e4, e5, and definitely d5. Very nice move. C into d5 and knight into d5. So nice. Very nice way to open the rook to activate the rook file. Knight into d5 and rook into c7. Very good. So, and I don't know how you lose the game from here. Knight a c7. Oh, sorry, 1 second. You took knight a c7 and e into d5. You're clearly a queen up. Queen versus rook, and you lost this game. Unbelievable. Knight knight c4, rook e d8. Okay, rook e1. Okay, so he just moved the queen rook here, so make sure that nothing will happen. Rook e1. See some threats like knight into b4, but still nothing happens. But you should be careful about the discard attacks. Rook a c8, knight into e5, knight into b4, queen h5. Okay, so all that makes sense. G6, queen f3, very nice, attacking the f7. Rook f8, very passive. Sorry, I don't know, he played, sorry, d5 and queen into f7. Why didn't they capture queen into f7? Oh god, rook d1 you played, rook e8, and now you captured queen into f7, king h8, queen into d5. Oh god, you play rook into d5. So bad, giving up the mate. Oh, very unfortunate. Sorry for that. Apart from that, everything is okay. In the end game, you played well, except that rook into d5. And you need to check something with the opening because you're simply misplacing the pieces in the random system. So hope you enjoy this video. Feel free to ask any doubts or anything. Thank you. Bye.